Hey, welcome back to RamZland. Today I want to share with you the oxidation of sucrose with potassium nitrate. If you remember, Chinese monks back in the 9th century, over 1,000 years ago, were the first to use potassium nitrate to make gunpowder. They used a 10, 15, 75% ratio where they used 10% sulfur, 15% charcoal, and 75% potassium nitrate to make gunpowder. But we're going to use potassium nitrate today to oxidize sucrose, which is often used as a propellant in rockets. Check this out.
All I'm using in this investigation is potassium nitrate, granulated sugar, a ceramic crucible on a ring stand, a little bit of potassium in mineral oil, some water, and my dropper. Start by measuring out 3 grams of potassium nitrate on your metric scale. Next, measure out 3 grams of granulated sugar. This is sucrose to mix with your 3 grams of potassium nitrate, so it's a 50-50 ratio. Next, we're going to use the diaper method to mix these 2 compounds together. Over here's my potassium nitrate, over here's my granulated sugar. Be careful that you don't grind these 2 compounds or cut them, but just simply mix them back and forth. I'm using filter paper that I folded in half until your mixture is homogenized and you can't see the difference between the potassium nitrate or your sucrose. But be careful that you never grind this mixture. Don't try cutting this mixture to homogenize it. Just pour it back and forth like this. The next step is to pour your mixture of potassium nitrate and sucrose into your ceramic crucible.
So normally to start this reaction, we just use a match or a lighter to start the oxidation of the sucrose, but today I want to use this small piece of potassium. And I'm going to put this in the middle of our mixture, and then I'm going to put a drop of water in it. So through single displacement, the potassium will change into potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. And the heat of that reaction will ignite the hydrogen gas, which will then ignite this mixture and begin the oxidation of the sucrose. Here we go. So here you can see that little piece of potassium is right in the middle of our mixture. I'm just going to add a drop of water to that. And there goes the potassium nitrate, oxidizing the sucrose. Just amazing. Take a look at the products from this reaction. The black stuff you see in the crucible, that's elemental carbon. The white salt that you see right there, that's potassium carbonate. Potassium carbonate is used in the production of glass and soap. It's even used to balance the pH of cocoa beans in the production of chocolate. Here's the balanced equation for this amazing redox reaction. We start out with our reactants, potassium nitrate, KNO3, and our sucrose, which is C12H22011. Now, when these combine, if you add enough heat, they create the products potassium carbonate, that's the K2CO3, CO2, carbon dioxide, H2O water, and N2, nitrogen gas. Remember, 70% of our atmosphere is nitrogen gas. Now let's take a look at our reactants in terms of what's being oxidized and what's being reduced. So the potassium nitrate, that's the oxidizing agent. It oxidizes the sucrose. So the sucrose then is losing electrons during this combustion reaction, whereas the potassium nitrate, it's the reductant. It's gaining electrons in this amazing reaction. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's edition of RamZland, and I'll see you next time.